चंद्र कृपालु भज मन हरण भव भय दारुणम। श्री रामचंद्र कृपालु भज मन हरण भव भय दारुणम। नव कंज लोचन कंज मुख कर कंज पद कंजारुणम। श्री रामचंद्र कृपालु भज मन हरण भव भय दारुणम। नव कंज लोचन कंज मुख कर कंज पद कंजारुणम। श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम। कंदर्प अगणित अमित छवि नव नील नीरद सुंदरम। पटपीत मानहु तड़ित रुचि शुचि नौमि जनक सुतावरम। श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम। भजु दीन बंधु दिनेश दानव दैत्य वंश निकंदन। भजु दीन बंधु दिनेश दानव दैत्य वंश निकंदन। रघुनंद गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं। ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत नः शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम्। ॐ श्री महागणपतये नमः। वर्णानामर्थसङ्घानां रसानां छन्दसामपि मङ्गलानां च कर्तारः वन्दे वाणी विनायकौ। भवानी शङ्करो वन्दे श्रद्धा विश्वासरूपिणो। याभ्यां विना न पश्यन्ति सिद्धाः स्वान्तस्थमीश्वरम्। वन्दे बोधमयं नित्यं गुरुं शङ्कररूपिणम्। यमाश्रितो हि वक्रोऽपि चन्द्र सर्वत्र वन्द्यते। नीलाम्बुजश्यामलकोमलाङ्गं सीता समारोपितवामभागम् पाणौ महासायकचारुचापम् नमामि रामं रघुवंशनाथम् नमामि रामं रघुवंशनाथम् लाल देह लाली लसे अरुधरी लाल लंगूर वज्र देह दानव दलन जय 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 कपिसूर यत्र यत्र रघुनाथ कीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं वाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकम् मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि। रामं रामानुजं सीतां भरतं भरतानुजं सुग्रीवं वायुसूनुं च प्रणमामि पुनः पुनः प्रणमामि पुनः पुनः। आनन्दकानने यस्मिन् तुलसी जङ्गमतरुः कवितामञ्जरी भाति रामभ्रमरभूषिता। श्रीराम जय जय राम श्रीराम श्रीराम जय जय राम श्रीराम जय जय राम। बोलो श्रीराम जय जय राम। 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 बोलो जय राम जय राम। श्रीराम जय जय राम। श्रीराम जय जय राम। श्रीराम जय जय राम। बोलो जय राम जय श्री राम जय राम जय श्री राम। श्री राम जय जय राम। जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम बोलो श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम बोलो श्री राम जय जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम राम जय राम बोलो जय सिया राम बोलो जय सिया राम जय राम बोलो जय सिया राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम राम जय जय राम जय सिया 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 बोलिए सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की उमापति महादेव की बोलो भाई सब संतन की Namah Parvati Pate Har Har Maha. Hari Om. It is good that the situation and the mental state should not be very much connected. More there is a relation between mental state and situation, then we will be victim of the situation. Naradji's outer situation in Naradji's first 1.0 is Naradji's first, when he was powered by calm etc. from outside, his mental state was not at all perturbed. When the paristhiti merges into manasthiti, then that is called the evolution of a person. The situation merges in the mind and you can't find where is it. But if the situation does not merge in the mind, then it allows the mind to react in the form of sorrow, anger, or calm. This will happen in Narad 2.0. In the case one, outer situation was provocative of calm and krodh also and lobh also, but the situation did not merge and did not create any ripple in the mind of Naradji. When a person is deep, when he has gone much deeper in his self, then this happens, that he is not affected by the outer circumstances. When our heart is shallow, then every situation makes us react. Like a small baby is there, a small thing he starts crying. Similarly, we have a baby mind. For every small thing, we start getting angry or happy or sad or fearful. This is one point. But Naradji's response in the first case was excellent. That response would have brought out that God has made me today matured. This could have been the next step after his mind was quiet. Because sometimes you compare your mind regarding what I was reacting and what I am today. And in that two comparisons, when you find a difference, you are surprised and you say, I think my effort was not that much as the fruit has come. When in life you discover this point, that my effort and the fruit of my mind or a situation, there is a big difference between it. Then you are aware of the grace of Lord. Supposing I do this much and I get this much result, then you don't feel where is God is coming. But I did this much and result has come this much. And this happens 2, twice, thrice, 4 times, 5 times. And then you wonder, I think somebody else is there behind me. I told you, once I was preparing in the examination, so I thought my number will be not more than 55%, 60% on some paper. Paper was difficult, everybody said yes. So I said, but we'll pass easily, it will be close to 60% at the most. but not more than 55 to 60%. You can evaluate when you go the examination. Honestly, if you are honest enough, you can make it out that this is this mark, this is this marks. So I also evaluated, and my friend also said, he said, yes, you are also in this range, I am also in this range. But when the result came, it was around 80%, 75 to 80%, something like that. I wonder where from this marks came. And that friend, he didn't get that much. He was still around 60%. Not all the time it happened, just can give it. But once it when happened, then it put a question mark. Narad ji knew that I am not capable of samadhi. I didn't have such a samadhi earlier. I didn't have that experience that calm came and who can shake even tapasvi like Vishwamitra. I was unperturbed. This hint was itself sufficient to tell him that there is somebody else who has done the work through me, in me, for me. I told yesterday that God's work is mainly hidden. We do something, we put our signature, we put something, but God is done that you have to have a sixth sense to recognize which portion of my life was done by God and which portion of my life was done by me. And if you can make this out, you will become a devotee. Very honestly you can find it out. You write on a piece of paper all what has happened, good, bad, worst, and you can see, okay, I have done this or this was God's doing. And if you are honest and a devotee, you will feel all wonderful things, you have not done it. And you never thought it will happen like this. And what was something worse, it appeared to be best. So this thinking was missing in Naradji, and this was the slip. There is a joy of thinking I have done it. Because through this you get a recognition. Because if anybody meets you, his first question is, who are you? What is your designation? What have you done? Society recognizes the person not by his dispassion immediately. He says, what you do? People meet me outside. I told you once I was coming from Johannesburg, so one white lady was there towards my right. So he said, what do you do? What is your designation? I also thought, yes, what is my designation? I said, Swami. He said, but this is your name. This is your first name. The name is not designation now. I said, so am I. What to tell designation? हमारी तो कोई designation है नहीं. We are the servant of the Lord and the people. And then she said, what do you do? Now what to say? Supposing I say study, the whole day you cannot do meditation. Then she said, morning, evening you should do discourses, in between go for a job. You will get some money and it will help the organization. Entertainment is there, you don't take it seriously. You said, yes, good idea. But we are sannyasis, we are not supposed to earn anything, we are not supposed to go out. We lead a very reclusive life. Anyway, I told softly. When a person is extrovert, he is very egoistic. If you are a real sannyasi, or you are a real dispassionate person, you will always be thinking people should not think very high about me. This is one sign of purity of mind. You know why? Because if they think, firstly it is false because God has done. Secondly, they will give me a lot of attention, they will take me a lot of time. Therefore, many sannyasis they'll behave like a madman. You cannot make it out that he is so literate, or he is in that state also. It is when we have little knowledge, you know what they say? It makes noise. Huh? I did not want to say. So, so we make lot of noise with little thing is there. We don't have that much. Naraji did not understand one thing, that, I did not do it. Really, if you are honest, you'll always understand that the doer behind was somebody else. I was only a secondary doer, there was another primary doer. I have taken 2-3 days to explain this point from the point of Ishwar. Today I have to complete. Thank you. Don't call me tomorrow. So, this is the point. What is the ego is now? Problem with ego is that it is not satisfied. It wants to expand. It wants to expand. If you give me half an hour, after a few days I'll ask, give me 45 minutes. If you praise me for 2 issues, then I'll ask for another 3rd issue. If you praise me for 4 issues, I will ask, what about the 5th issue? If you say, no, Swamiji, I like your mala, I'll say, what about hair? You say hair also, I like. What about this Angvastra? Well, that also is good. Okay, what about my hand? This is area where it is easy to give something external. Dhyan dena hamari baat ko. The problem with Naraji was very critical. Why? Because supposing I have ego of money, this is still fine because I have lot of money, I have ego. Something gross is easy to catch. But if you have ego of something subtle, it is difficult to catch and difficult to remove. If corona was like a person, so you can run away. Bole corona aa gaya, bhago. But you cannot see because it is very small. So if something is gross, I can make it out, this is gross, and I can catch it and throw it out. But what is subtle is very close to me and it is very powerful. So ego of being rich is less dangerous than ego of being a good person and ego of controlling the mind. I am a sannyasi, this ego is much dangerous than I am a wealthy person. Because it is much closer to my heart after that. Anything which is much closer will be difficult to remove. And I will not be aware of that also. I am a very pure-hearted person. It is not, see, I left everything. I left everything. One king was there in the congregation and he was sitting. So one saint came with this paduka, sandalwood, wooden sandal, and making a lot of sound, pat, pat, pat. He hit it very hard so that it makes a lot of noise. And there was a carpet there and hit very badly. So he offered namaskar, the king. He said, thank you for coming. He said, but any reason why you are making a lot of noise? He said, your vaibhav, your prosperity, your king, it is nothing for me, I am hitting it. Your prosperity, your kingdom, your royalty, I am hitting it. After that, king said very nice thing. He said, sorry to say. He said, you are hitting it with what? You are hitting it. With the tyag I am hitting it. He said, it is the abhiman of tyag or tyag. Okay, I have the prosperity, I have so much of riches, but you are hitting it with the abhiman of Tyag. Are you following my point? And this was more dangerous than having the abhiman, because if a gross thing, I can easily find out, see, I was egoistic, I am very wealthy, he is less wealthy, I was not talking to him properly. It is easy to catch my eye, and I can recognize that ahankar, which is gross ahankar. So I am very good looking, and therefore, I find I am in air. I can speak like this, good English, he can't speak, therefore I'm like that. But the subtle ahankar of doing japa, of doing sadhana, of controlling the mind, of meditating, of conquering kam, krodh, that is much dangerous. And why ego is dangerous? Let me tell you one thing. Because whole sadhana is removing the vasana and creating one thought or one vasana of Brahmakar vritti or the God's thought. Whole sadhana is meditation and contemplation oriented. It is not the external thing what you do. More is what you are thinking. What is your thinking zone? What you are repeating in your mind. What is easy for you? You are known by what is easy for you. Because something is easy, that means you have practiced a lot. And sadhana is repeating the thought that I am the Brahman. Or you repeat the thought that I am of the God. Or you repeat the thought that, I am the servant of the God. But this thought, which is the crux of the sadhana, and this thought that I am bigger, this is body-oriented thought, and that is unlimited thought. So unlimited thought, and this is a very limited thought, it will put cold waters on everything. And ultimately, this result will be shown. So when ahankar is there, it is the seed of all problem. To show this Narad Moh Prasang is there, because we don't have that much of dukh buddhi in ahankar or he buddhi in ahankar. Well, it's my self-respect. If he says something, I'll give him left, right and center. What he thinks, what the heaven he is. I can't take it any more. All nonsense going on. Enough. He takes me for granted. Every Abhimani thinks he takes me for granted. But you are not granted. Is it pension? He takes me for granted. I cannot take a problem is this. You become people-centric. You become expectation-centric. You become calm-centric, krodh-centric. You will see Naraji's prasanga, what is going to happen. This is just to demonstrate ourselves. I am repeating in Naraji, he is a Mahabhakt. Unki to baat hi kya hai? Naraji is greatest devotee of the Lord. वो तो हम लोग के लिए सब कहानी है. Ahankar means you are enjoying limited. You are enjoying your own work. How will you enjoy Lord? And after that, many problems will come. And therefore all this Leela Bhagwan will do. Ahankar means you become insensitive to the higher love, higher work. Who is doing, you are insensitive. What you have got, you are insensitive to what you have got. And your devotion can only increase when you are sensitive to what I have got. When ahankar is there, I am more sensitive what I have given, what I have done for you, what God has done for me, what my father, mother has done for me, teacher has done for me. I am not that much sensitive. I take it, I play it down. If they have done this big work, I don't count it. If I have done this big, I count a lot. So your devotion doesn't increase. You become a very ajeeb si personality rehti hai. It's a very different personality. Kam, krodh, irsha, lobh, mad, moh, matsar, inferiority complex and superiority complex, comparison with everybody, and jealousies and so many problems come that you cannot make it out. You will see here today. One more point before I go in the katha. Will you please complete? It was the last day. And please complete well on time. So Slowly, slowly your time is increasing. If at this rate, after a few days, you will complete at 9 p.m. So, I had to go, I'm sleepy. एक बात और बड़ी अच्छी सी लगी हमें इसमें. You know, all the time nobody is ahankari. There is a patch where you are humble, where you are quiet, where you do sadhana. Narad ji had a very big time of that time. Are you following me? Like now, right now we are not ahankari sitting. I hope so. Otherwise you cannot, you will feel I know everything. After I put on the sandals, there is what? And after I go home, and then here though Ahankar is sleeping. Ahankar has said, go, I am giving you 1.5 hours. Anyway, I will do after that. I am giving, go and spend time. Go and hear Narad Mohammad. I'll meet you out outside. Very good point what I like. You know what I like? It is written here that Bhagwan was so happy with Narad ji. He said, you should not. I will not allow you to suffer. बेगिसो में डारियों खारी पन हमार सेवक हितकारी. He has been my sevak. He has done puja lakhs of time. He has done archana thousands of time. He has come here with humility many times. I will not allow him. जो आज गलती कर रहा है ठीक हो जाएगा. He will be fine one day. He has been good. Maybe his good time will also come. And this is what Bhagwan says in Aranyakand. Aranyakand, Bhagwan Ramji is in forest. And then Narad ji comes. So Narad ji asked, tell me Bhagwan, why you didn't allow me to marry that time? हाँ बोला ऐसा. बोले तब विवाह मैं चाहूं कि ना प्रभु कहीं कारण न करे न दीना. भगवान सेड देखो भाई, सुनी मुनि तो ही कहूँ सहरोसा भजही जे मोहित जी सकल भरोसा. It is not there. Don't say, wait. It is in Aranyakand, I'll tell you. करऊँ सदा तिनके रखवारी जिमि बालक राखई महतारी. आहा गह शिशु बच्छ अनल अहि धाई ता राखई जननी अरगाई. बोले who give their heart to me, Narad? When you wanted to tell about your success, you went to Shivji. When you wanted to tell about, you came to me. When you wanted the face, you came to me. For everything you are coming to me. You have so much of love for me. If somebody has no other support system, Karaun tinkar sada rakhwari. I protect their mind continuously so that he is saved. I will not allow him to fall down. That means if somebody falls down, Bhagwan has left that person, left them first. And if the child is going to hold the snake or the fire, mother will naturally shout. And maybe mother will give one slap also if the child is insisting. The child will cry also. She doesn't mind the cry. Sometimes you have to snatch certain toy. All mothers would have done. And child is throwing and then he will not eating. He is throwing tantrums. But still the mother says, keep quiet, don't cry. Don't cry so loudly. If you cry, I'll give. And you give also when he cries. But behind that, Bhagwan is saying, I am that mother. Not for everybody Bhagwan is bothered. So when we have prayed Bhagwan, please listen to me. I am listening now, tell me. भगवान मेरी नैया उस पार लगा देना, अब तक तो निभाया है, आगे भी निभा देना। नेक्स्ट लाइन इज इंपॉर्टेंट। दल बल के साथ माया घेरे मुझे जो आकर, तब देखते न रहना, झट आकर हटा देना। नारद जी had told God in the previous, Bhagavan, any time if I have ahankar, any maya, please remove it. Bhagavan said, okay. I don't know anybody of us praises or not. Bole, no time to praise. No time I have to do prayer also nowadays, because I have to wash the dishes. नारद जी had this wealth. भगवान को दया आ गई उनके ऊपर. He didn't punish him. उन्हें देखो बेचारे फंस रहे. I tell you, the very success of your life is creating lot of sympathy for yourself in God's mind. Understood? No? One day it was there, I scolded somebody. Morning, not for more, half an hour. Not here. Half an hour. He was again coming in the class, again he was serving. Again in the evening I scolded him. Again he said, sorry. He took a book and wrote, I'm sorry. Whole book was there. Third, again something happened. Second time, again he was regular. After 2-3 days, you know what happened? I felt very sad and sorry for him. Why? Because he was not angry. He was still doing his, he was crying. You earn sympathy when you do something, when you do some sacrifice. Egoless person earns much more sympathy. Narad ji was not of this nature, what he depicted here. Otherwise he wouldn't come close to God. Bhagavan wouldn't get up when he came. A person with ego earns very less sympathy or no sympathy. Rather a person who, my God, how is he? All are thinking. आप दबे हो कहीं से, गुरु से दबे हो, भगवान से दबे हो. Somebody has suppressed you and you allowed him to suppress. Not a worldly person, but from the God, from your mantra, for your puja. Have you sacrificed? ये तो दबने और कुचने वाला मार्ग है. यहाँ तो कुचाई होती है. You have to be pounded. When we go to the Gurukul, this is what we are, this is more of subjective changes there. Why you are late? Go there, out. This is how we are taught. Out. Close the door. Sit out and listen for 1 week. कुचाई होती है. Still you say sorry. We'll see later on. Narad Ji's glory was that he had earned lot of daya in the heart of mind, in the mind of Lord Vishnu. When you do jap, when you are still tired, when somebody elder, mother, father scolds you, still you say, sorry mummy, I'll improve myself. Koi baat nahi. You think that it is not recorded. You'll each and every thought, somebody is taking a high cognition of that. And you are creating a future hardness in the heart of the God, or future softness in the God's heart. And therefore everybody will have different situations. Let me come to the story now, otherwise time will get over. Then you will say it is not complete. See, with the ahankar, no treatment is going on. First thing, calm came, if you remember. Narad 2.0. Second thing, lobh came, greed came, I'll become the king of the whole world. Third thing, dambh came, he's asking for somebody else's beauty. Kamal karte hain. And fourth thing, what happened? Naradji went there and he couldn't recognize that people are still offering me namaskar as a Naradji. He could have got that my face is not changed. You should have seen the mirror. Especially if you are going for a makeup, once you see the mirror, in the beauty parlor, I feel mirror would be there first thing you see. Rather all the beauty work is done in front of the mirror. I hope so. I have not gone. Parlor, the haircut simple, but there is also mirror in the front and in the back. If the face is changed, Naradji should have brought a mirror or got from some lady's purse. So mirror to mil hi jata. You know what is mirror? Shri Guru Charan Saroj Raja Nij Man Mukur Sudhari. Your mind is a mirror. You should go inside and find out, is my doing right? Antar Nirikshan. Atma Vishleshan. Am I right? Is it good to do like that? Am I infatuated? Is it all fine what I am doing? My responses are the best. But when you are so overpowered by any emotion, you have no capacity in you to dissociate and observe your own self. Moment you become close to any thought, you lose that power of introspection. He didn't see the mirror. If he had seen the mirror and saw that I become monkey, then I think it would have been a different story. Monkey's face I have been given. And we also don't see ourselves in the mirror. We do mistake, we justify it, again do it in a bigger intensity. Yesterday I did 20%, I justified it. Today I did it 30%. Tomorrow I did it 40%. Slowly it becomes my nature. I feel it is fine. I'm not doing anything wrong. It's okay. If I'm not like that, people will, kill me. नारद जानी सबही सिर नावा. अब पता लगाना चाहिए था कि भाई I'm not that. And there 2 ganas came. अब यहाँ का, where from these 2 came? Where from these 2 came? Kautki word has been written. See, it is written here when Bhagavan Vishnu wanted to create all this Maya. It is written, Munikar hit mam kautuk ho. I will have a play and Muni will get joy. Achha, Naradji also is different. Supposing you are coming here through a road, supposing Higginson's highway you are coming. You came and you have to return. And return, if you see another city, you will be wondering what's going on. While returning, you are aware that the city was not there all of a sudden. How can it come in 3-4 hours? One city has come. Naradji is returning to the same way as he came. He should have found out that how come this city has come in between. Even if it has come, there was no need to go inside. Supposing he saw something, what do they need to go inside? Nobody had called him. Muni Kautiki Nagar Tengo. He also said, let me go and play. So 2 players are there. One is Bhagavan, then he also. Now third are there, third playful people. These 2 Rudraganas are there. Now tell me why they are. They observed Naradji when he was talking to Lord Shiva. And they thought, see the ego. So they followed him. In your life, 1 or 2 will be there to laugh upon you, to provoke you. And they sat left and right. Not that they sat somewhere there. Be very careful who is close to you, not here. So, and when Narad ji sat there, Tehi Samaj Baithe Muni Jai, Hriday Roop Ahmiti Adhikai. He was more conscious. You are more conscious. The ego sign is that you are extra conscious about yourself. You are not at ease with yourself. Anywhere, what is a pain? Well, I have knees pain. That means you are more conscious of the knees. No pain, that means, so ego is a pain. So you are more conscious about yourself. Therefore, when you put on nice dress and in the party, etc., you are more conscious. In the house, you are fine. Good do, chale. There you say like that. घर में कैसे पैर फैला के बैठ के stretching their feet. Any kind of dress is there, झोला पहन लिया. Or anything is there, half pant I have put on, loose. This big is the Bermuda pant. And one small stick like feet is coming. But in the party etc., you see everybody is there. सभी एक से एक तैयार हो के आए हैं. कोई ऐसे बाल किया है, कोई ऐसे किया है, कोई ऐसे बनाया है, ऐसे कोई ऐसे पर्स रखा है, कोई ऐसे. I'm more conscious. In the house nobody is challenging your identity. Here everybody, looking so good. अच्छा हम भी तो हैं. So Narad Ahmiti Adhikai. And here both were sitting. Karahi koti Narad nahi sunai. There was, what is it called? Sarcastic remarks were there. Bole, wow, what a beauty. Then they could see the monkey form. Bole, what a beauty Lord Vishnu has given you. The Narad ji said, thank you. A person becomes very unbalanced. He is not in his senses. Unbalanced means that you don't see complete picture and you are overreacting on one small thing. You are not seeing it. You are lost your balance of your mind. And here what I have, one expression I have heard here in Durban. Bole, I think he needs medical attention. One more is there. Well, I think he's not taking his medicines. Somebody said one day. I said that person did like that. Well, I think he's missing his medicine. I laughed and laughed. And Narad ji is और तन गए अच्छे से. Rijahi Rajkumari chhabi dekhi. You know what they were saying? When the princess will come, she'll be totally flat on him. Inahi barhi hari jani biseshi. And she will really think that he is Hari and this is there. Muni moman hath parai. Hasai sambuban. And like this they were doing and laughing. Both of them. Because anybody will become monkey will laugh. But their intentions were a little malicious also. They could have warned him at that time, but they didn't want. They want, let him suffer and then I'll expose him. Ab started, Markat Badan Bhayankar Dehi. The Rajkumari came, the princess came, Vishmohini. But how supposing you are getting married and monkey has come where the boy is there? How angry you will get? Natural hai bhai. Normal people come, it is okay. But monkey is sitting, putting on nice dress. लिखा है, बहुत गुस्सा है उनको. देखत हृदय क्रोध बाते ही. 134-1. बोली कहाँ से monkey कहाँ से आ गए अंदर? Please note, 3 people saw monkey. Not all. All saw Narad ji only. These 2 Rudragana and this Rajkumari. Not everybody saw. Because Bhagavan said, I will not take your honor. And forget about that. Jehi disi baithe Narad phuli. Narad phuli. He was swelled up. Wow. Kya expression Tulsidas ji. 134+1. Jehi disi baithe Narad phuli. Phuli means he was bloating. He was puffed up. Swelled up with pride. हम लोग फूल जाते ना हल्का लिटिल वी गुडनेस वी आर भूल जाते हैं. एंड भगवान नोज टू पंचर इट ऑल्सो. सो दिस नहीं बिलो की भूली, इवन बाई मिस्टेक शी वॉज नॉट लुकिंग इन द डायरेक्शन. अब इनको और बुरा लगा. पुनी पुनी मुनि उक सही कुलाही. अब इनको ही वॉज वेरी एंक्शियस. भाई ईगो से ही सब प्रॉब्लम आ गई है. When you are not having ego, who cares? Yeah, you see me, you don't see me. I have joined myself. Okay, I'm very bad. Leave me. Swami Nityanand ji was there. He used to sit on a tree. If somebody came to offer pranam, he used to throw. Although it was not hitting, but he said, "Don't come to me. I'm not wicked." You to people when you prostrate, बोले हम अच्छे नहीं है. ऐसे लगते संत लोग का तो संत का लक्षण ही है ये. द वेरी करेक्टरिस्टिक ऑफ संत इज दैट यू डोंट वांट पीपल टू नो यू आर वेरी गुड. एवरीथिंग इज हिडन अबाउट द सेंट. हाउ मच जप ही डज, हाउ मच पूजा ही डन, व्हाट टाइम, एवरीथिंग इज यू कैन नॉट मेक इट आउट. इट इज ऑल सीक्रेट. एंड व्हेन दिस हैपेंड देन शी मिस्ड दैट लाइन. देन दिस टू अगेन स्माइल्ड. And then came भगवान. देखो मजा तो अब आने वाला है. क्लाइमेक्स इज नाउ. एंड भगवान केम एंड धारी नृप तनु. ध्यान देना, भगवान केम पुटिंग ऑन अ ह्यूमन बॉडी. गयो कृपाला. कृपाला वर्ड इज यूज्ड 134+3 because भगवान is doing so much of hard work for him. And कोई हर्षी. And moment she saw him, who विष्णु मुनि saw, immediately जयमाल डाल दिया 134+2. और उसके बाद दोनों ने हाथ पकड़ा. हाँ, they hugged each other and चले गए बाहर. All other kings were a little sad. Oh, never mind. अब इनका तो हाल बहुत ही बुरा हो गया. बुद्धि नाशात. क्या है? क्या है? ध्यात्व विषयान पुंसा सेट्रा सेट्रा. क्रोधात भवति सम्मोह, सम्मोहात स्मृति विभ्रम, स्मृति भ्रंशात बुद्धि नाशा. हाँ, फिर न प्रणश्यति. अभी नहीं प्रणश्यति नहीं हुआ यहां तक, बस बुद्धि नाश तक हो गया है. न में भक्ता प्रणश्यति. दोनों मिला लो. मुनि अति विकल मोहमति नाठी. अब इनका तो he was having his mouth open as if somebody had got the jewel. Mani giri gayi chhoti janu gathi. As if somebody from his pocket has lost all wealth. Now these two ganas said, go and see your mirror. अब देखो इतना वो करवा दिया. Therefore they were cursed by him to become Nishachar, Ravana and Kumbhakaran. They became Ravana and Kumbhakaran. Bole, you have a lot of thought to see others' fault. This is Rakshasi Vritti. You are enjoying my badness. Now you will go and become Ravana and Kumbhakaran. This though. This is not. Why did he say earlier? And he did not go. He went to see the mirror in the water. Why? But water is shaky slightly. But still he saw. If you have to see yourself in a calm mind, you can see your negativity more. In a disturbed mind, why are you seeing negativity? You get more angry. And there, it was a king. So they could have got one mirror. But he thought, if I got with a mirror, everybody will see that I am seeing a mirror. In front of everybody, nobody sees the mirror. If you want to see the mirror, there is a dressing room, it is called. Changing room, dressing room, you go inside. You don't go in the class and bring mirror and see. Are baap re. When he saw himself monkey, he went very angry. Ab dekho what all he had conquered. Or first he cursed these two. He said, get lost, you will become Rakshas. You laughed on me all this. When he saw his face and he went out in a huff. Where? Again to Vishnu ji. कहीं और नहीं गए. Not that he is complaining to somebody else about Vishnu ji. So much anger. फरकत अधर कोप मनमाही. 135+2. His lips started trembling. And eyes became red. All of you have experienced. So फरकत अधर कोप मनमाही. सपति चले कमलापति पाही. And you know what he thought? दइयों शराब की मरी हो जाए. I will give him curse and I'll commit suicide. ये क्या बात हुई? जगत मोर उपहास कराई. He made a butt of ridicule in front of everybody. खूब नाराज हुई. You know, when a person is unbalanced, he thinks of the extremes. I'll break everything. I'll leave everything and go away from here. I cannot live anymore. Enough of nonsense I have taken. He goes like that. And please, Lord, write any message in me when this mood is there. And at that time, you are in a hurry to send also. Well, इसको आज send कर देते हैं. Let him have it. I told you now how a person becomes a cartoon. You don't know others' love behind you. You don't know. Behind you, lot of talks goes. Behind such a person. Oh, अरे बाप रे, oh my God, that person. Oh. Ab, here Vishnu ji and Vishnu Muni were having popcorn. बीच ही पंथ मिले धनुजारी. संग रमा सोइस राजकुमारी. अब this was adding the fuel in the fire. And he offered namaskar. अरे आओ नारद जी आओ. बोले मधुर बचन सुरसाई. बोले where are you going? So much anxiety. अच्छा, he didn't know where he is going. Narad, this Bhagwan did not know. Why did he ask, where are you going? Tell me why he'll ask. When actually this question I'm coming to you, he said, no. You are having anger, and path to anger will take you to hell. Said, Vidam narkasyadam dwaram nashanam atmana. You are on the path of anger. Kam, krodh, mad, lobh, moh, nath, narak ke panth. And now he got more angry. You are asking where I am going? Maya bas na raha man bodha. See, all what he had conquered once upon a time. Everything he lost. And then he gave a very harsh words. He said, you know, you can't see anybody progressing in life. You have a lot of jealousy. You are a crooked. When the Amrit Manthan was going on, you got the wish and you went and gave it to Shivji. And you did not take any wish, etc. And you know what's the problem with you? There is nobody on your head to correct you. Param Swatanda Sir Par Koi Bhavai, whatever you want to do. You do good to bad, bad to good. And you have no joy and sorrow. You are beyond joy and sorrows. You deceive somebody and you go fearlessly. There is no action which comes to you. You have no punya and pap. You don't get any fruit of action also. Bhale Bhavan, now you will get, I will give the fruit of action, what you did not get. You came with the human form, you will also become human form. And monkey face you gave. Monkeys will help you and you will also be suffering as I suffered for to get Vishmohini. Mambapkar kin tum bhari. Vishnu Bhagwan did like this. Ye Vishnu Bhagwan. Shap sis dhari harashiya 137. Prabhu bahu binati kin. He said, Naraji, I take all your curse. You said, you know, I will suffer from the pangs. That means I'll get married. You said, you know, I will get the human form. A human form, I'll go, I'll serve the rishis and munis. If I go as a Vishnu Bhagwan, nobody will allow me to touch the feet. This way I'll touch the feet of all the saints. He took the curse as a blessing. He Vishnuji. See how many problems came after Ahankar. Shivji's Tiraskar. Number one, Guru's Tiraskar. Shraddha is less. Then Kam came. Then Lobh came. Then Dambh came. Then the capacity to see yourself has gone. Then Vyakulta came. Then you become very desperate. Desperation came. Then anger came. And blazing anger came. After that, you know, the Lord whom we do arti, whom we praise. Aparadh for somebody higher is very difficult to forget. Supposing I have somebody lower than me, my son, my daughter, my disciple. If I say something, I'll forget. But my father, mother, teacher, if I have misbehaved there, till the last day of your life it won't go so easily. And that sin he committed. All because of ahankar. He cursed also. Curse तो नहीं करना चाहिए था. Why to curse? भगवान did not curse. What wrong he did? तो भगवान अच्छा ही कर रहे थे. After that, Bhagavan removed the Maya. निज माया की प्रबलता करसी कृपा न दीनीन. नहीं तह रमा न राजकुमारी. Then Narad ji started crying very profusely. And fell at the feet of Lord. Well, first thing I pray, my curse should not be nullified. It should be nullified. Bhagavan said, no, it is my desire. Well, I said such harsh words to you. You saw? Bhakta pranashyati didn't happen. Buddhi nashtak till happened. He forgot his goal. Buddhi nash means you forgot your goal, you forgot your means, you forget what is good for you, you forgot what is bad for you. You forgot everything. That is called buddhi nash. He is going totally off track. Astray he has gone. Narad ji started crying. Shivji said, Narad ji said, Dekho bhai, Bhagwan Vishnu said, you saw the fruit. By action is known by what fruit you got. I did something, ultimately what fruit I got in my mind. I became very angry on you. Supposing you are fine. But what fruit came in my mind after that? For half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour. What was my mind today? इतना नुकसान हो गया. Thank God. That is not a great loss. Why? Because God is there. Then Narad ji said, how will my sins get rectified? I had ahankar. I know what you did for all these things. I know what you did. This is Narad 3.0. 3.0. I understood. I should not have gone after getting the praise from God. It was samadhi, you had graced it. You had nullified my curse. And holding the feet, Naradji was crying. Vishnuji held him. He said, Narad, one thing I'll tell you. He said, what? There is nobody dear to me as Shiv. Shiv Bhagwan is dearest to me. And you did his tiraskar. You insulted Shivji only. You thought that he is your competitor. You forgot he is Bhagwan. You forgot he and me are same. In Vishnu Sasnam, Vishnuji's name is Shiv. Shiv Sasnam, Shivji's name is Vishnu. You forgot this thing. Why you did like this? If you had corrected yourself there only, you could have saved yourself, Narad. अब समझ में आ गया. Therefore, I always say, sometimes failures is better than success. Very successful. कुछ फेल हो थोड़ा सा. And Lord will see that we fail. After that, He said, you did a mistake and blunder towards Shivji. Go back. जपहु जाए शंकर सतनामा. Narad ji said, Bhagavan, I am very disturbed. He said, why are you disturbed? Why are you disturbed? Because your desire was not fulfilled. Because I had taken the Vishnumohini. Because these two Rudraganas were laughing. He said, why? Because I disobeyed Shivji and I almost looked down upon him. I am burning now. He said, go. जपहु जाई शंकर सतनामा होई हृदय तुरत विश्रामा. Go underline 137 plus 5. को नहीं शिव समान प्रिय मोरे अस प्रतीति तजहु जनि भोरे. All underline. जही पर कृपा न करही पुरारी सो न पाव मुनि भगति हमारी. अस उर्धरी मही बिचरहु जाई अब न तुम्हि माया नियराई. 3 lines are very beautiful. He said, go, do Sahasnam Archana, do Abhishek of Lord Shiva. His insult was too much. And then very nice thing he said. Who? He said, Bhagavan, one more thing can I ask you? Naradji. He said, what? I should never become egoistic like this. I should never be under of any maya in my life. Moment when my ego was coming, you should just stop me. हमें आप अभिमान से बचा लेना. What a fall I had. He was not concerned about this knowledge 2.0. He was concerned more about 1.0. Slipping point was Shivji's disobedience. You know, a time comes, you live with the teacher, I behave in a certain manner. As a person grows in his sadhana, he knows the glory of teacher, etc. more than earlier what he was knowing. The first day when we go to Gurudev, and after 5 years, it is a different teacher, different Gurudev I see. You must have observed. First time or first year is another teacher, second is another teacher. When you live with the teacher, as the time increases, your reverence, your surrender, your softness, all increase more and more and more. And Shivji and Naradji was more hurt, or rather he was very pained himself that Shivji was not feeling bad. I hurt him. He knew my heart, but didn't he curse? Neither. He told me directly. He indirectly he said, as you told the katha to me, don't tell like this to Vishnu. He should have told directly. He didn't tell me directly because he knew that I'll get hurt. He should have told directly, this is your ego, drop it. He didn't tell it. The slightest pain, the pain of giving the dishonor to a saint or the Lord, at that time was this much. As your sattva will increase, your sensitivity increases, and that time, that previous pain is little more than what it was 5 years back, 2 years back. Okay? And Naradji had this pain now. And now Naradji said, okay. Bhagavan said, now Maya won't come to you. Dekho, Actually, at the end he has gained this. Just because Naraji again surrendered. This is softness. He didn't say, why you played with me? Bole jao. Do Abhishek. Do. Satnam means Sahasnam also. And Satnam means Rudri also. Jao Japahu Sankar Satnama. Go and in front of Lord Shiva. He is dearest to me. And anybody who is dearest to me, don't try to bypass him and come to me. You can't bypass the teacher and go to the God. You can't bypass saints and come to the God. There is a way to approach God. God wants the contact. And therefore, Namdev ji used to feed Lord Vitthal. And when he came out of the Vitthal temple in Pandharpur, the plate used to be empty because God ate with his hands. But one day same God said, go to your Guru. He said, but you are there? He said, no, you have to go to the Guru. And then he went to his Guru and got the knowledge which God did not give him. ठीक है ना? हाँ. यही पर कृपा न करहीं पुरारी. Here Purari means Shivji. Shivji is equal to Vishwas, Shivji is equal to Guru. Go him. Now you will not be suffering. And this way, Naradji went back to Shivji. Shivji said, Are? Shivji didn't say, I told you. Shivji did not say like that. I told you, you see, if you had listened to me, you would have not suffered like that. Shivji did. You know what Shivji said? First time, बार बार बिनवाऊं मुनि तो ही हम तुमसे विनती का folding the hand Shivji is talking to Narad ji. बार बार बिनवाऊं विनती. Shivji said, you know what Shivji said? Narad, you are very lucky. You got so long time with Bhagwan. Shivji. This is the effect of Ahankar. And therefore, who can conquer Maya? Now tell me. Who has humility, who has surrender, who has prayer, who has bhajan. Bhajan, you know what bhajan does? Bhajan makes the God such that God is around you with a desire that he should not be troubled by काम and क्रोध. सीम की चाप सकई कोई तासु बड़ रखवार रमापति जासु. Bhagwan is guarding your mind. The very purpose of bhajan is to have God, please say I should be protected from Maya. Please say I should not be entangled by Maya. Because it is very powerful. You leave this thing, another Maya comes up. You leave this thing, another Maya. It is another changing its form only. And therefore it is very important that we should be continuously thinking about Lord or Lord's work, and He should intervene in our life. As you don't involve in somebody's life who doesn't allow you, Lord also. Ego is the blocker of the Lord. Bhagwan says, no, I'm not allowed. He doesn't do what I want. He doesn't follow what I want. And then Bhagwan, I'm telling you, Bhagwan sees that we fail and fall. Only way is, my humility is there. Then Bhagwan, please protect me. Please take away my negativity. Please, I pray to you to keep me closer to your feet. I'm not worthy of being close to your heart. But if one dust of your feet also I can become someday near your feet, I'll be fulfilled. This is the devotee's prayer. Our only strength is not study, not pravachan, not satsang only. Shraddhavan labate jnana, pathitvan na labate, likhitvan na labate jnana, pravachanvan na labate jnana, dhanvan na labate jnana. Our only strength is that I have samarpan vritti. I can hold to the feet of the Lord. Like the child's only strength is that and he can hold the mother. उसको कुछ नहीं आता. He doesn't know to talk, he doesn't know to walk, he doesn't know to eat. He has only one. He can cry without mother and he can call. Whole day he is holding mother. Bas. We may be grown physically, but spiritually we are infants only. So we'll complete this. Thank you for seeing this portion and allowing me to meditate on this beautiful portion. I hope it was meaningful in our life. Please repeat it. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Hari.
We offer our